Welcome back to another episode of the Odd Guzman. Guzman?
Oz Goodman. That's
Oz
your name.
Guzman podcast.
You can talk. You're
No, you
you're
can't
mute
talk.
from now.
I'm a free spirit.
Yeah, so
think like your tongue got caught. That's you right now.
the previous episode, as we said before, had a bump in the budget. So we have 2 cameras, we can do more things. One of them is have a free audio guy who is shy. Shy, say hello.
I'll be your audio engineer for the day.
He's our audio engineer for
I don't
today.
like him very much.
Yeah, also.
He's like
He's reading
this
a comic
huge
book.
blob in my vision. He's just like there over there. I don't like it.
It just over there reading a comic book. Just kidding. Love you, man. Thank you for being here. He's also our media guy.
Yeah, also your social media.
Also a social media guy for our movie, Borders of Fear, who is now going to change the name of it. So
Yeah, our mentor literally asked him to change the name because it's not very good in Hebrew.
No, you can't have fear in
It's
the
not.
name.
It's not the subject of your movie. You can't do
Can't
that.
have fear in the name. It's so abstract. Everybody uses it.
He's gonna watch this episode, by the way.
Yeah, we love you.
I will.
No. It was a good advice. We're probably going to change. I get it.
If I'm being honest, I thought you need a name change, but I didn't say it because you were so happy with the name. I didn't want to.
I wasn't.
You didn't show. You
genuinely asked
didn't show it. So.
Yeah, because you need to be confident.
Kesher dam, you know.
Blood vote.
We will get to that later.
Yeah,
You can.
So this is Harel. He's my cinematographer. My first cinematographer. I was always the cinematographer or the assistant cameraman.
That's a change because I was the director last time. So
Yeah, now
it's we're swapping.
no, I am the director. And yeah, so it's your first time being a cinematographer.
Yeah. It's interesting because from like I don't know for about a decade I shoot stills with DSLR cameras, and that's how I got introduced to the whole camera thing. But to shoot a movie, it's so different from like it's 2 different things, and it's so fascinating. I think that the amount of knowledge I gained in the last 2 weeks working on your movie is in a level that I didn't think I would get into such little details in cinematography, and I appreciate it because it will help me in the army, and it will help me in my life after it. So yeah.
You were afraid that you are going to sound bad in English, but I think you are better than me.
In English, I think I can manage.
Yeah, you can manage. That's great, man. As we said, we're going into this movie in an open mind. I think we just keep it there. It's not fair that you didn't tell me about the name. I told you. If
You can
don't like the
you
name,
can
say it to me.
you can scold me later for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will spank you later. Whoa. Chill, dude.
We don't want another Savbotsky situation here. It's
Yeah, that was too much for one episode. Yeah, so we are learning a lot. I also every day I'm learning a new lesson about being a director.
directing is so hard. I'm not jealous of you. It's I was upset I didn't get to direct a movie, but it was such a relief also at the same time because it's so much work, and also cinematography is so much work, but directing is like another level, and have fun with it, but you will suffer a lot.
Yeah, maybe. I am nervous because it's my first time and all of that, and I'm pretty excited. But I don't see fear or something like that.
Fear.
uh, borders of fear. I'm pretty open to that. I know it's going to be hard, and we're just now starting, and I have a lot to learn. But I actually have a great team. I thought I was pretty screwed up first because I know you didn't want to be cinematographer. I know Rotem wasn't really in the mind yet, and just shitting on everybody in the crew right now. I know most people didn't get the jobs they wanted, and
Yeah.
it was hard to make the combination of our team, but everybody is settling down and truly learning. Yuval Kachalon wasn't supposed to be an editor. She wanted to be also a cinematographer, but
I'm sorry, but I took your job.
yeah, but she saw what I wrote, and how do you say תחקירים in English?
Your
My case studies.
you can say that, but
My case studies for the movie, and she read them, and she got really into it. She saw references.
yeah, I'm so proud of her. She's doing a lot of jobs right now, and I think she's maximizing her ability. Oh,
Oh, yeah, let's shut
Oh,
our
shit.
phones down.
רגע, זה רותם.
It's Rotem. What
Yeah,
should
אנחנו נחתוך. הלו. רותם will be coming to say hi.
Okay, that's great. I want you to meet our producer. Rotem is great. She done a great job.
Yeah, so far she did a really good job.
Yeah, and we were worried about her, but I think she. has
Yeah,
done a
our
great
mentor
job.
really worried us about her. So when we all got our parts, she
I was worried about myself, actually. I knew I wasn't a director. I didn't know most of what.
yeah,
I
I didn't like you didn't direct anything in the span of 2 years like that I was a part of because we have two groups and I'm not a part of your group, so I didn't see you direct anything until
Most
now.
of the time, I'm doing just small jobs. I'm not really a director. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm doing all of the jobs together, so I'm thinking about the shot and also edit it and also film it. I like to do every single part, but I was never just a director or just a cinematographer. Or I was just a cinematographer on a good cat, but I love doing all the jobs. I don't want to be just a director in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing myself as a director going to
Yeah.
Hollywood. And just seeing me doing everything and just experience it.
It's important to keep an open mind. I think that if we go back to when we got our parts, yeah, I knew from the beginning I'm probably not going to be a director. My movie was very, very, very hard to produce. With it had an hospital and all that things. So in war times, it's really hard to get such things. But if I wasn't going to be a cinematographer, I don't think I would find myself in this college. I would just like do sound and like go do external works and all that things, because I think that expressing yourself is in visuals, and that's what I want to do. And being director of photography is the closest things to being a director, and that's my passion. So I went up to. There was an alarm. Just when we got our parts, there was an alarm, the rocket alarm. And in the safe room, I just went to our mentor and I said to him, listen, if I'm not getting cinematographer, I would just like, in Hebrew we say, אזרוק זין, כאילו, עשיתי ניתאי. But I will... But I will just I will not give up, but I will just focus on other things, and that's not how I wanted to end the 2 years I learned here. So he just went up after the alarm and said, "You're a cinematographer now." So I think I got out of it pretty good.
Yeah, I was also I was afraid of everybody. It was a new experience because a director is a different kind of job than a cinematographer. You know, you need to in, m- envision your movie.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, just do the creative side, and I don't get to play with my stuff. Always bug you when it comes to camera gear, and I know I'm pretty hard when it comes to that stuff. Yeah, I'm a leech because I come from the technical side, and it's very different just writing things down and saying you to do that and you to do that.
Yeah, I think a director should be talking about those things, but not in the way of like, I need that camera, I need that specific lens. You can tell me lens sizes, you can tell me
And that's what I'm
a
exactly
look,
doing.
a look you want to your film, but it doesn't need to concern you. You need to,
Oh, our producer just came in.
yeah. תגידי שלום.
She just fired us.
Slow flame.
It's just throwing a dick. You can just say
Four,
throw a dick.
one, and we're back.
We're rolling. We're back. Yeah, I also forgot what I was trying. I wanted to say I was afraid because you didn't want your job, and I know we had a lot of problems before we even started, but you you pretty much proved yourself. From now, we also didn't do the shooting script yet,
Yeah.
so we didn't work. We worked on the language of the movie,
Mhm.
but we didn't really been there for the shots themselves.
Yeah, I think that when we get there, it will be interesting. But I trust myself. I don't know. I think as a director, you will have your say, while I will nudge you sometimes and say no, that's not the language you need. No, doing
I need a
cinematographer
checker.
stuff like
I want a checker, but also what I'm always trying to say to you guys is have your own opinion, and I want you to give me your own opinion. I
Yeah.
want you to write why you want this one, and ask me always why
Of
do you
course.
want to do it that way or that way or that way.
Yeah, that's going to me to be the main question. I will ask you why.
Why?
That's the most important question in cinema.
Yeah, we agreed that we are going to ask each other why
Yeah.
a lot. And that's good because we check it, ourselves out, and also it's my first time and your first time, and we come from the opposite, as we said, the opposite jobs, and we made so many mistakes before in our movies.
Yeah, we'll get to
Before.
that.
But yeah, but you learn from your mistake. I'm a true believer in learning from your mistakes, and that's why we're even here learning. Uh, the project we did in summer, or of course you can say I'm going to do that movie and it's going to get out this way or it's going to be that way, but really it's going to suck in some ways, or you're going to miss that thing that
Yeah, that's the purpose of those movies. It's you need to fail in them so you can learn from that experience. That's
Yeah.
the complete point of that.
Yeah, so you were. If we want to talk a bit about our movies we did this summer, people who heard all my podcast, I talked about Good Cat. I was the cinematographer there. Actually, I think it went okay.
You were
there
sound
was-
in my movie.
Yeah, and I was your soundman in your movie, your
Yeah.
sound engineer in your movie. There were a lot of problems in your set. I know also socially, not only technically.
Mm-hmm.
How do you going to change things from your set?
I think that the experience I had in the summer is very made me think a lot about this whole thing, and I think that if I was going to direct it, I would have a completely different approach. But most of all, in the cinematography aspect, I need to change the way I think of shooting and shots. I need to change the way I think of a flow plan of how things work in the shooting space, because all the actors moving all the time and all those little things matter the most. That's the thing that the audience put the most attention to. If it feels real, and you need to feel real in a movie like yours, so it's all those things that I didn't really put much effort into in the summer, and I think that a lot of the blame for what happened in the summer is on me, because maybe I didn't fight hard enough, or maybe I didn't put myself 100% of myself in the movie. And that's what changes in your mind. When you're coming from high school and you have one mindset and you go to it in a movie, that's going to affect the movie. And now that we're on a second year at the college, and we have a different perspective on things, it's really changes your whole how you handle things.
All your view.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm getting in a different mindset into your movie, and I think it will be a lot better.
Yeah, you also need to be a team player now, and also be.
Yeah, I run the whole technical aspect of the movie, so I need to be in interaction with most of the set.
Yeah, the cinematographer. I don't know out of college, but here
on production, he has the hardest job ever.
Yeah, he is the manager of the set. You can say the assistant director is the manager of the set, but it's really
he's just your watch.
Yeah, he's your watch. He's there to tell you need to finish it. You have to be always calm, always in some way nervous to finish it, but also so calm. So nothing that approaches you, especially problems. There are going to be so many problems.
Yeah. We could explode at any moment. We can just have a problem with one of our LED lights, and it can get the whole fucking fuel station on fire.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, don't touch the HMI. Why?
We all die, and like 20 people just dead in a second.
Yeah. Let's not think about that part. Yeah, you're supposed to be the manager, and it's a really difficult job because the assistant director is always there, sitting on your neck, trying to tell you, do it faster. No, you have to be in the moment and capture it. It's hard under pressure. It was really hard for me to do it. Also, we shot a lot of the movie in gimbal. So it was like that so many times. So you get tired.
I hate those gimbals. Those are so bad. I hate them so much. My dad got me one for this camera actually. A couple of years ago. He got it from his job, and I just didn't use it because it was so fucking unbearable. I couldn't. And I was like a little kid, so it was even more challenging. But I like those that you can
easy
hold.
rigs.
Yeah, easy rigs. No, the one in.
It's just simple. It's a different ring for the same gimbal.
Yeah, but I don't think we will use gimbals for your movie. It's too mechanical. It's too robotic, I think.
How do you call it? I want a gimbal that goes.
Easy rig.
Easy rig, yeah. Easy rig, it's.
Easy rig.
Yeah, so I want an
With
easy rig.
The crane thing?
Yeah, it's the easy rig.
It's an easy ring. The sound engineer, I want you to pull a picture right now of an easy ring. Oh.
We are almost underground. I don't think I'm gonna have a...
Okay. So, just using an easy rig, and I also don't want you to like that, yeah?
Yeah, of course. But let's... you need to finish your script, and then we will see what we can do.
I'm in scene 2, and Nitai really...
He's over there.
Yeah. He's over there? I'm waiting for him to finish the script. He always says he's too busy. You are right now. It's okay.
I have a picture of Daisy Rig, by the way. I can show it to the
No.
camera.
No. You can stay there.
He's not getting in.
No, he's not getting in.
Let's continue.
Yeah.
We can put it in the editing.
Yeah.
It's here. Oh no. Oh no,
What's happening here?
this is the magical
Shy.
device.
Chef.
Yeah. Thank you, Shai. A great sound engineer.
He was my cinematographer.
Yeah. We didn't talk about that. Yeah, Shai, the sound engineer in our movie, was your cinematographer. He was also a media guy, and we didn't really film any media yet.
Shy.
Just kidding.
Maybe
Uh,
because you are responsible for all of them.
Yeah. Maybe that's why no one did, because I need to work on all of them
We
at
need
the
to
same time.
we need to give you a mic.
Yeah, I think he will need to do an whole episode with him.
Yeah.
It will be like 3 hours long.
Also,
Eventually.
from now on, I think you're the sound engineer for all the podcasts, and we need to give you a microphone so you can speak your
Yeah,
mind. Just down there.
yeah, I can send a bunch of shade.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay. That really interests me. Do you think right now that you are ready on the technical on the technical side to the movie?
I think once I will know what gear I'm using, I will get really in depth as I did like until now, because I was a director, but I also understand cameras. It's not that I don't know anything about this world, and I just did in-depth things on things I knew I'm going to use in your movie. But once I get the whole list of things we can use for our movie,
Yeah.
it will be even more in-depth, and you'll get loads and loads of pages of
That's great. That's what I wanted. I want to read your thoughts. What do you think? Why do you think that? That's great. If you can expand your view and also your knowledge and tell me what did you expand? Everything's fine, Shai? The cable? Oh, I'm stepping on it? Okay. Sorry, guys. Is it okay now?
So much better.
You guys hear me?
You can take that out, by the way.
Take what off?
The sponge.
Sponge. You sure? I mean, it's just for the cha, so I think don't spit on it.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's leave it on. So yeah, you have a lot to learn. Also, I want you to train. So I don't know how you're going to train for. because
yeah,
you don't
that's
have to-
another thing. When I'll know what gear I'm using, I'll know how to train.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can just hold the camera, but it will not be really effective if in the set I'll get like a gimbal or anything like that. So we'll see what we can do.
We have a lot of action in our movie.
Yeah.
The camera is not always moving, but the subject is. So the subject always does something. When it comes to Raed, the main character,
And that's on you. You need to. That's one of the hardest parts about being a director. You need to think on every little movement of your characters, and that's so tough. It's easy in your head, but it's so tough in real life when you have your actors in front of you, and you need to do that in real time with a set of 20 people. It's really hard because not everything you think of on paper is what is going to be on set, and those things are the hardest things to do in the spot, in the moment. I got like beat by it a couple of times.
yeah. I will try. I will do my best. Also, it's my first time, but it's not an excuse.
Yeah.
I will try. I will try my best to do it. It's hard to think that way, but also when I'm going to write the script, because I'm on the second scene right now, I started writing it. Always, if you see, I leave notes if you think that I didn't. The hairs on. It's a pretty old sponge. Leave notes if you think I
Yeah, of
didn't
course.
do it.
You know, I leave notes, and I
Yeah.
leave very, very judgmental notes. So you'll see.
Not, yeah, maybe judgmental.
No, on writing aspects, I will leave judgmental notes
Yeah,
in
that's
in
great.
in a harsh way. Judgmental,
That's great. That's great. I don't care. As long as it helps and it's a good note, I don't care.
and I'm going to be so nitpicky. It. You're going to hate me on writing side,
Oh,
but
no.
but well,
Uh,
I wrote Kesher Dam, so you
Uh,
know, so many quotable phrases.
yeah, that's crazy, man. I didn't think I would be a director.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I knew from the start because it's you had one of the more based scripts, and our mentor seemed to like it. So if you like something, it will probably like. In contrast, on my script, he went like 2 lessons when I wasn't in class, talking about how my script are impossible to film. So
Yeah, he liked them. He said he liked them, but
yeah,
then he would say it's too
I
hard.
think my script was good, but it was just not not filmable.
Uh, actually, I don't know. I
Like
always find the impossible tasks very rewarding.
yeah,
to
but we are in a position when we can't take risks. So it was not war times and our films were about other things, yeah, probably he would let me try. But
Also,
it's
I'm filming in a gas station. Let's talk about that.
we talked about it. We are going to explode and die.
Yeah, yeah. It was. We went on location scouting yesterday.
Yeah, it was good.
It was great, but I'm really scared that any of them are going to say, "No, you're not going to film it here. It's we'll lose money, or you need to pay us too much."
We can build a gas station in the college. We can just build a gas station.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that. We don't have really a solution if things don't pan out, except going to shoot in the Negev in south.
And that will suck because we need to cut our expenses on gear.
On a lot of things, including the anamorphic lenses, which I really want anamorphic lens. If you don't know what is an anamorphic lens, it's just a lens that makes the field of view we see in 180 degrees of view, and you can say a normal cameras or 16:9 is 80 degrees, and anamorphic stretch that for a 110 120 degrees of view, and just feels different. It feels more cinematic, more realistic, and
Nerd.
yeah, I'm a
Nerd.
I'm a nerd when it comes nerd when it comes to camera gear and how do you see the movie. But I just love how you can make something for the viewer. Just how a certain gear makes that look, and how if you change even only the lens, when everybody thinks the camera. Everybody asks how much was the camera cost, like 60,000 or 15,000 or even 3, and it's really about the lens.
To a certain degree, you have cameras which can make like lenses were pretty bad look good, but those are the really expensive ones.
Yeah. So when it comes to the look that you get,
I agree that it's a different and unique look, and I really like it. Then that's why I want to push to an anamorphic lens, but you know that our budget is tight, and
Yeah.
we are not always gonna have the funds to get ones. But I'm staying optimistic.
yeah. Also, if it doesn't pan out, it's fine.
Yeah, we can just fake it.
Yeah, you can fake the anamorphic look, just cut the sides up and down, and just make it 2x4 or whatever we want it to be.
it just means more work for me and Yuval.
Yeah, yeah. You just put the borders and then you know where exactly you are. It's not.
Yeah.
Um, Also, I think the FX6 can just do it automatically. It's
Yeah.
in the
And we got 2 of
in the
those.
settings. Yeah, we got 2 of those. That's very weird to me. I thought we were going to shoot in the FX3, which is
I still want to shoot in the FX3, but
Yeah.
if we got 2 FX6s, so I don't think we'll need.
Yeah, listen, it's a tight budget, and
Yeah, if
I
we
want
can
to
get
have-
2 cameras for free, it's better than 1 free, 1
yeah, because
paid.
it's 1,000 shekels for 5 days.
Yeah,
If you
it's
think about it,
it's
250,
1,000,
240.
250.
For 5 days, 1,000 shekels. It's a lot of money for us, not a lot of money for big productions, but
Yeah.
if we can save it
No,
for the lenses,
for the lenses, yeah.
I want to. Yeah, I don't want to get too much technical because I know the viewer won't know about the technical
Yeah, we
side.
can talk on about other things too,
Yeah.
you know.
I also wanted to talk to you about being a director in the future and what do you hold for the future. Because after we're going to finish it, we're going to the army. Of course, I'm going to be a combat soldier slash photographer, and you're going to be also
Photographer, yeah.
a photographer, but in a different section,
Yeah, in a more peaceful section.
the more peaceful section, in the
I
more propaganda
actually-
section.
Yeah, I actually wanted to be a combat photographer, but I don't have the physical capabilities according to the IDF, and secondly, I can maybe raise them up, but
Yeah.
in the civilian space, it gives me much less jobs. So, you know, if I can take it in like 5 years to,
I think you got it backwards. Dude.
you know,
You do more in the civilian space. than
you'll
the
do
combat
more
space.
in yeah, I'll do more in the civilian space if I'm not going to be a combat photographer. So according to my mentor, but yeah,
Yeah. Also, the difference is if you think about connections.
yeah,
The most important things in our industry is connections
that's
when it comes to
mhm.
social and all filmmaking. And I'm going to be a combat soldier and also a photographer.
But
So-
you'll mostly do combat.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk only to other photographers and soldiers. But you, my dear friend, are going to be with the next directors, the next filmmakers. All these guys are going to work with you. So you will develop in 3 years the connections I wouldn't get.
Yeah,
And
and
that's
I already have connections in the army, so yeah,
I don't talk about the army. I'm talking about the future.
yeah, I get it, but
Yeah, when you worked 3 to 8 years with a guy, now he's a director or a famous cinematographer in Israel, just call him and now you have a job. And it's very easy to go into the industry when you go through your direction. It's a little bit harder for me because most of my work is going to be classified.
I don't think it will be classified. It will be just purely filming combat zones.
It's information mostly.
Yeah,
It's being there and giving a video feed to the guys upstairs who want to see what's happening really. So half of that you can't
of
even
the
say.
videos that will end up on Live Leak, or you film them.
Maybe I don't think so.
I heard some pretty horrible stuff that photographers in the army took in the war. So
Oh yeah, that.
and then I think when we will get into the IDF, the war will still be going on. So maybe we'll get to leave some of that in. Maybe not. I don't know. It depends on the all North Front. And
The
all
war
that.
is going to still be here.
Yeah, but you got like half a year of training before, maybe more.
I think it's
8 months, no?
It's no. It was 6, but from what I understand, when it's a wartime in Israel, specifically in Israel, I don't
It
know.
shortens, right?
Yeah, they shorten it by 2 months, so it will become from 6
4.
months to 4, or maybe less. Because they need the soldiers, which is bad because I'm going to get less training before I'm going.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, listen, my grandfather went to the war when he was 16. They just gave him a gun and said, hey, you know something? Run over there.
So you just get a gun, a camera, and a MacBook, and go to the front lines. It's really
Yeah.
pretty great.
I'm probably going to be in Lebanon, or maybe I think I'm going. The war is going up north right now,
Yeah.
so I'm probably going to be there. Maybe in Gaza. I don't think so. Or Gaza, if you want to. Gaza. But I don't have a direction right now. I also want to be a photographer for the aviary, so do a bunch of crazy stunts and be on a F-15 and shooting there. But that's my dream of where I'm going to be.
Top Gun Maverick,
Yeah.
the sequel to Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
You will film it.
I hope so. That will be a great film to add to my resume.
Yeah, but let's stop with the depressing talk because
Yeah.
we are getting too much into
every
it.
podcast. Before the war, if I started the podcast before the war, we weren't even going to talk about the army.
Yeah, we will because it's very close. But
Yeah.
we would. But
In a very different way.
yeah, but we have Dune next week.
We have what?
Dune.
June. Yeah, we stopped talking about it. We are going to see the pre-premiere of June.
Yeah, because in Israel we have election day, and it's a day off, and so I think Warner Brothers is producing it. They just said okay, you have a day off, so take the movie early, like 3 days early. So
Yeah. Listen, this guy read 1,200 pages in 2 weeks, just because he's
Not
that
in
kind
2
of
weeks.
of a nerd.
I read the first
June.
book in a month.
In a month. 1,200 pages.
Yeah, in English, which is not my native language, as you can tell. But
Just throwing it out there, just for you know.
and
it's not my native
I'm
language.
on the third act of the second book, and it's pretty good. You are not ready for what's coming. I can tell you because the first movie was the 2/3 of the first book, and it was pretty great. And somehow the last third of the book is a longer movie than the first movie. So, and Denis Villeneuve is a great director. Is one of
There's
my
going to be
favorites.
a lot of more action in.
Yeah, I heard that it's very actiony, and I will enjoy every last moment. And I need that action because the fucking screening will be until like 3 a.m. and
3:30.
30. Oh.
he is going to fall asleep. I will not. I am really used to being up late at night. I don't know if you can see the
bags.
bags, but
Yeah,
but,
we have a budget for this podcast, but we don't have a budget for makeup yet.
yeah.
Yeah, probably going to go to sleep in 1 a.m.
There is I think there is a trailer thing with the explosion. I can't tell you from what part of the movie it is, but because I know, but it's going to be a big explosion. I think you're going to like, because it's IMAX and it's like
Well, I love IMAX.
such
I love
a
IMAX.
good sound system. You'll just like jump in your sleep or something when this happens.
Oh, when we saw Oppenheimer, we didn't see it together, but when I saw Oppenheimer and there was the explosion.
Yeah,
The
the Trinity
explosion-
test.
Yeah, the Trinity test. The explosion was half and half, but the sound in IMAX in double vision.
I don't think the explosion was half enough. I think that I saw a Corridor Crew video on it that they said it doesn't look like an atomic explosion, but first of all, the average viewer will not know all these things. It's very technical, and I think what Christopher Nolan
I
achieved.
disagree with you right there. I think, especially if you're from the US, you know what the.
Yeah,
when
but
you're
but
from
the thing is the corridor crew was very nitpicky on all the you can't see burning stuff in there and all that. That's not the point of the explosion. But the point of the explosion was to show you how beautiful a very frightening thing can be, and I think they nailed it. The feeling in the movie, and that's what they needed to do. They didn't need to do it very realistically as you think it should have been, but. I think they did a pretty good job in Oppenheimer, and I don't think the explosion was half enough. I think it was great and served the purpose it needed in the movie.
Maybe, I would like to see. I'm a simple viewer. I would like to see. Oh.
Yeah, but I think CG would have ruined it. I don't think any CG explosion.
When there was a war in Iraq or Lebanon, you can see very small missiles with much bigger explosion from.
Yeah, but obviously you can't throw a bomb in a film set.
I mean, Mr. Beast just did 2,000 tons of, not 2,000, but
2,000 tons is like 2 times the Beirut explosion. It's fucking huge.
Yeah, but he did so much TNT in his last video, or one of his last videos. He just blew up a huge section of a safe just to see if it will explode. $500,000.
Yeah, but I think it's different. You know, you use a different kind of. I don't know if you know. You use a different kind of gunpowder in film explosions than in regular explosions, because the explosion you use in the military are much more condensed, and you have much larger shock waves. You just like the cameras just will fly out and
bolt the cameras down.
Yeah.
If you see the shake, good. See the fucking shake. That's what I felt when you had the shockwave hit you in Oppenheimer. Was so in Dolby Vision. It was so amazing. Just completely quiet and.
I remember the screen shaking. Literally, sound wave shaking the screen, because in IMAX you have the speaker, on the other side of the screen.
Yeah.
So you can see the sound wave on the screen just vibrating, and that was pretty great. But
shake the screen. Fuck it. Shake the screen.
Yeah, but I think that it's more like we can't use electricity near fuel pumps. That's why you can't use real explosions in Oppenheimer. It's just too dangerous for the crew.
God damn it! I wanted to explode the gas station.
There was a time when we thought Nolan would do a real nuke in Oppenheimer. I remember that time.
I really thought that. I really did. I hope so.
I think if he could, he would do it.
Yeah, maybe.
No, not maybe. He would do it.
Yeah, you really like Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
You just stand there. The bomb was great.
Yeah, but I don't think the Oppenheimer was the best film of the last year. Surprisingly, it wasn't the best one.
I didn't watch the Oscars.
Who
Actually.
The Oscars didn't happen yet.
Okay. I don't watch the Oscars at all.
They're in 3 weeks. נכון, Shai?
Checking?
Shai's checking for us. I love.
Yeah, it's 3 weeks from now, I think. But
March 11th, yeah.
Yeah, March 11.
That's pretty close.
We should watch
Oppenheimer is going to win in some.
I
areas.
think it's going to win in most categories.
Also, is June going to?
No.
Be...
It was supposed to, but it was delayed
So
because of the strike.
On
next year.
Next year.
Which I think is great for Dune, because it has like pretty strong contenders this year.
Yeah. For music, Dune is the winner. The music from Dune was something else. Just.
Yeah, because they got Hans Zimmer. That's cheating.
Yeah.
It's like me getting. It's like if we did the same test, but I got like ChatGPT with me, and you got nothing, and you didn't learn before the fucking test.
Hans Zimmer is great. I just now learned that he's in every good movie.
Yeah, I saw a documentary like a couple of days ago about Dune. He literally invented like 4 new instruments for the movie. It's fucking
Really?
insane. He just, oh, I needed that specific sound. I will fucking invent a new instrument for that. That's just wild that a man has the capability of doing it for a fucking score for a movie.
That's cool. That's so cool. I need to learn more about Hans Zimmer.
His work on Interstellar was
Wow,
pretty good. I
great.
think he said it. It's his most his best work, which is not surprising. I think the soundtrack of Interstellar is masterful, but like the whole movie. But
Did he also did Oppenheimer? I don't
no,
know.
that's Ludwig. I can't pronounce his last name, but his name is Ludwig. He did Oppenheimer, he did Tenet, and he did Black Panther,
Black Panther.
which doesn't have like a really. I don't remember the score from Black Panther. I don't remember Black Panther as a movie. It just wasn't pretty good.
The first one or the second one? I also.
I didn't even went to see the second. I just hate Marvel movies. I'm sorry. I don't like them.
I
After
understand.
Endgame, I just can't stand them.
Yeah, you are in the same club. I don't like Marvel movies anymore. I used to love them. I used to love the build up, but in how do you call it? Phase 4?
Phase 5.
Phase 5. We are in phase 5. I didn't know we changed phases already.
I think, but we start to see the effect of bad writing and bad movies in general that Marvels are producing because people are stopping
It's not only Marvel, it's,
watching them.
It's I think it's mainly the CEO, Bob Iger, who done what happened to Marvel.
I
also
think
Disney.
it's just laziness. I think that
Yeah.
I think I first started to seeing it in No Way Home, which is so badly written and such a bad movie that I just from that point I just said to myself, okay, I'm not watching any Marvel movies in cinema anymore. I don't fucking want to fund them anymore. I'll see some at home, and I think I saw from
Wait for Disney Plus to.
yeah, I saw only like one good movie since Endgame that was Shang-Chi. That
Yeah,
was
that was
pretty
a
nice,
good
and I
movie.
think it was a pretty nice choreographed and pretty good action movie. But I saw on the opposite side, I saw Love and Thunder. It wasn't one of my most hated films of all time. I just can't stand this film. And in general, I think that the lazy writing and the big companies are producing. He's showing me like the back of.
The Guardians of the Galaxy is the exception of the rule when it comes to
I don't
Marvel.
think so. I think the last Guardians was pretty bad. Not pretty bad,
It
but
wasn't really
it wasn't really good.
Mm,
I know he likes it a lot, but
I think Guardians of the Galaxy was the last good movie from Marvel. For me, it's not great, but it's good.
yeah, but
I don't
we
I wouldn't
got
watch it again.
used to mediocrity. That's the thing. I hate Marvel for that because they're making their audience be
Okay, with
accepting.
mediocrity.
They are accepting mediocrity. They're accepting bad writing. They're accepting bad VFX. They're accepting all those things combined. And I think
I don't care
that's
really about
just
bad VFX. I care about story.
yeah, but it's
Except Modok in Quantumania.
you see that's the thing. I didn't even went and see Quantumania because I didn't care. That's the thing. They made me not care for Marvel, which was before Endgame one of my most like talked about things, my most beloved things, and I think they just ruined it because maybe it's because I'm understanding cinema a lot better now, but it's not the same, and I think like no matter how they revamp, and I think they're revamping the universe now, but I don't think that anything would happen now because it just stained them. I think the last couple of years just stained their reputation, and it will never be the same.
I don't know if it's going to be ever great again. Mostly, I put the blame on Bob Iger, who is the CEO of Disney, and what he has done is just feeding the beast, and it's all coming back to Disney Plus. You need to make a lot more content if you want to have a streaming platform, and because you need to feed the beast, you just make more quantity against
Yeah,
quality.
it's quantity, and it's quantity that people likes because those characters, the characters they grew up with or they learn to like from actually decent and good movies, and they're just doing them like shitting on them.
But when you look at the financial side,
They are
of
losing
Disney,
money.
they lost 56% of their not revenue. They lost 50% of their how do you say it? English רווח.
Revenue.
The revenue. Yeah, they lost 50% of their revenue and their worth. And I think it was $158 billion of Disney, which is great for Apple. Yeah, check about that camera. Thank you. Which is great for Apple. I think Apple is going to buy Disney. But the real problem it was with Bob Iger. Okay.
26.
With Bob Iger thinking that
You know, I don't care whose problem it is. I just think that the thing is win, and we need to move on because it's
No, why move on? There are good stories there with great writers, and they just don't get paid enough. They don't have enough time to write good scripts. They
I
have
think
2
that
weeks.
they are going on the less pricey route, and that's what's causing the like there are still hundreds of millions of dollars in movies, but
Yeah.
they are just putting their laziness where they can and making the most revenue out of it. So
Yeah.
it just I don't know, it sucks. And I think I didn't see Madam Web, and I'm not going to see Madam Web, but
Oi.
I just heard
Oy vey.
from so many people that it's the worst movie they saw their whole life, and I'm so happy about it in some place in my heart because people are starting to notice that they're just like shitting in their faces.
Shai, do you have still the ad for Madame Web?
Oh,
It
that
was
horrible.
so horrible. Madame Web.
The lead actress, yeah,
Dakota Johnson.
she just I know you will like this movie or something, and just stares into the
You
camera.
know something?
Yeah,
I can
it was
also
bad.
see. I can also see the future outside the movie, and I can see the future.
Yeah, and
You're going to love the movie.
in hindsight, it's so fucking funny.
Not only are you going to love the movie, I'm going to see it twice. Just there, I went to the bathroom and did. No, but yeah, it was so horrible.
I don't remember a Marvel movie where I saw twice, except from Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah, after Endgame, Infinity War was better than Endgame, but
I
after-
don't agree on that, but we can talk about it later.
Yeah.
We don't. Let's not get into it.
After Endgame, it just they went a different route, and it just sucks. Even before Endgame and Infinity War, they started to sink a bit.
Yeah, but they still put their. They knew how to make good movies still.
Their first flop, I think, was Captain Marvel. When I saw it, I just got.
It's not their first. They had a lot of flops before that, but
like the Thailand Hulk,
I think
the Taiwanese Hulk.
the Thor movies.
The
And,
four movies, right? Iron Man 2 and 3.
No, I like those movies because they were the first Marvel movies I saw, so I got a special place.
Yeah, I
As movies, they suck, but it's like I don't know. It's like the Star Wars prequels. It's just they got some special place in my
Yeah.
heart.
let's talk about why they didn't kill Chewbacca. They needed to kill Chewbacca.
In Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
I don't care about don't care about the fucking sequels. It's just bad movies.
Yeah, that really sucks.
I think that the only good Disney movie is Rogue One, which was great. Gareth
I
Edwards.
also liked Solo.
Solo is a piece of shit. I hate this movie. I hate the fucking everything about this movie.
Okay.
But Rogue One was pretty decent. It was directed by Gareth Edwards, who was really the creator, which we are going to use some ideas from their rigs on our movie.
Yeah, when it comes to
Camera and stuff. We
camera,
are shooting with the same
color.
line of cameras, so.
Yeah.
But
camera, color, and,
I think it's a really good movie, and
really, I think it's a good
it's my
plus movie. I don't think
it's my
a great movie.
second favorite Star Wars movie of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got like Revenge of the Sith,
Okay.
Rogue One, Empire, the rest. But those three are I think the best movie, and they all come from different eras, which is great, I think. But Disney is mostly good with the shows. I think most of the shows were decent. I think Obi-Wan was pretty bad, but it had 2 good episodes.
Do you remember my first movie? My best movie? I know you got upset when I said it.
Which one?
My best movie.
Which one?
You got upset. There's not which one. There's one.
Oh.
You just got upset. Really? That's your favorite one? Really?
Which one?
Forrest Gump. see that look on his face. Capture it.
I think Forrest Gump falls into the category of like films like Fight Club, or American Psycho, which are great movies, but are widely overrated in so many ways. Like I can see why you can love a film like that, but I don't think it has a place in even the top 50 movies of all time, because it's a boring choice. First of all, it's like the most boring choice you can make about a favorite movie. But who am I to say my favorite movie is Interstellar? But I'm talking about like Forrest Gump is like the dad movie that like the I don't know.
My choice for Forrest Gump was because of a tragedy I had when I was a bit younger. And when I saw Forrest Gump, it just made me feel better. I have some, as we said,
it's a feel-good movie, but
it's an emotional connection.
I think if you loved Forrest Gump, you like Poor Things. It's Forrest Gump, but it's much more artistic and formalistic. And Freudian, yes, Shai is right. But they are talking about the same thing, a disabled kind of character, getting to know life.
Yeah, it's a good movie when you think about it. It checks all the boxes.
Yeah, but it's like the reason I think Forrest Gump is overrated is the reason I don't like Spielberg movies. It's because
it's a Spielberg movie?
It's not, but it's the same feel. You can get the same feel from a Spielberg movie than with Forrest Gump also. That it's such a basic movie. It's such a basic ass movie, and in my like I know it's
just great. Interstellar is just great.
But I'm saying that it's the building blocks of the genre, but. I don't like it because it doesn't take stuff one level up and doesn't use much creativity in the work, because it's the building block for the genre. But still, it just kind of sucks. And it not kind of sucks because I like some Spielberg movies. I like Saving Private Ryan.
I also don't know actually who is the director, who is the editor or cinematographer for Forrest Gump. Just like the movie.
It's the guy who did Back to the Future and Roger Rabbit.
Yeah,
really?
it's
really.
He also does like a basic bitch movies.
He's awesome.
Back to the Future is like the, but it's the thing that your
Okay,
dad
Back to
did-
the Future is overrated. I will say that.
No.
Also, Forrest Gump is a bit overrated. I will say that on camera.
and it's still your favorite movie of all time.
Yeah. No, not of all time. Just a favorite movie of mine because as I said before, I have an emotional connection with that movie. It has been there for me. You can say so. And because the emotional connection, when I see it, I feel something else.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about visuals or stories, there are so many other movies that I like or even love, but that's just an emotional connection.
Which director or cinematographer you're most connected to in a visual perspective?
I don't have one. Truly,
Really?
I don't have one. I'm not really into that cinematographer or that director.
Yeah, I think that the two of my favorites are a complete opposite. I think that Roger Deakins is up there, and Roger Deakins likes to shoot his movies with the best of the camera gear and clean digital look. And on the other side, I got Hoyt van Hoytema, which is the Nolan cinematographer who likes to shoot film and likes to mud up the frame in every shot. And I think that those two contrast looks, because they're so different from each other,
There's a great range.
are the optimal ways of shooting a movie. You either do it dirty or you either do it the most clean. There's no, it should not be a middle ground. I think those are the most interesting looks, and that's what I like.
That's
as,
interesting. What do you see for our movie? I think it's actually very clean.
Yeah, I think we're going more Roger Deakins side than.
And actually, I would like to be rough. When I think
If
about
we
it.
could shoot on 70mm film.
Okay. We can't. But we can use the physics of film. So when I know probably most people won't know about what I'm going to say about now, but there's something that called LUT and color correction. Color correction LUTs use the physics of colors to change your colors of your movie.
You're still
or
a nerd.
video. Sorry.
You're still a nerd.
I'm
Such a
still-
such a nerd.
Okay. Who's talking?
We'll be
I'm a masculine now.
we'll be trying a lot of things in the next 2 months. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
But you can take, and it's already in Premiere Pro or DaVinci. You can take the Kodak look, which is a film camera, yeah, from the 60s or the 80s.
And they're still making cameras.
Yeah, and they still make cameras, but you can take their LUTs, and their LUT has the physics of a film camera.
Yeah.
A film colors, and when you
No,
put
you
it on,
you can
it
fake
makes
film look like even if you don't shoot on raw or log, it's pretty easy. But
Don't start with me.
no,
Don't start with
don't
me.
worry. I will shoot your movie. I can't tell you how I'll shoot your movie because
No,
I don't
you
know.
literally
I don't
should.
know. I
You
don't know
literally
who is
should.
watching the fucking podcast.
Christopher Nolan is such a nerd when it comes to the gear, and you
Um,
know it. You know it.
No,
He loves
he
talking
just
about the gear.
yeah he about specifically the camera. But he uses a very spatial kind of camera which you
He
don't
talks
have
about
access
the color
to.
also. You need, when it comes to film, you need to know the colors first and color manage it before even. He talks about it. He is.
We're
in
getting
the
back
technical
to the
side.
same subject, so I think we should move to another one.
No, wait, because I'm getting angry. A film director can be in the technical
No, you
side.
can can tell me which camera you want. I can.
Good, because I want an Alexa Mini LF.
You can keep dreaming. You can tell the audience I shot it with an Alexa and
No.
just shoot it with
No,
a
what I
normal DSLR camera.
what I think the actual film is going to be, because I don't I also always push for the best gear. It's going to be a bench, two
Mhm.
people sitting there and telling the story.
Yeah, the same old joke.
Yeah, and we're going to film it on the Alexa
Because
Mini,
that's all our budget.
and it's going to look great.
Yeah, it's going to you don't lie. It's going to be great, look great, but yeah,
Just reading the script.
with the papers in
Yeah.
in hand.
Yeah, yeah. So we wouldn't have to pay all to an actual characters. So going. Let's not go back.
Yeah, we need to keep moving forward, like
Yeah.
Eren Yeager.
So I'm going to ask you. I think we had enough. I want to wrap it. Also,
If you want to, I can keep going.
no. I want to direct us to away right now. I want to talk to you about the future. What do you
Mhm.
think the future holds to you? What do you see? Where do you see yourself in
Well,
5
I
years?
always say that if I don't put a target on Hollywood, I won't get so far. So I'm going to think about it as if I think on the best place I can be in 10 or 15 years, I will get the most close to it. I will get at least close to the thing I want. So I'm shooting for Hollywood. Like that's a
No,
big
that's
saying.
fine. No.
That's a big
it's not
thing, but
it's not a big saying.
yeah.
Listen, focus on your dreams. Go there. I'm asking a lot of people every time. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you think you'll be in another country? Do you think you'll be in LA?
And they're putting themselves like down on the floor.
Yeah, I think it's great that you want to go to Hollywood. Truly, I think it's great that you're
Yeah, I
shooting up.
think that if I don't say it, it's like I'm not believing myself, and then I will not like strive to get there.
Fuck it, believe it.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself.
And I know it's not probably not the most realistic thing, but if I think it is,
Dude, it's
it will
100
happen in my head.
Let me tell you something before you're going to finish your sentence. It's 100% realistic.
Yeah.
You just need to save a bit, take a flight to LA, find a job, just continue working. And you're going to start as an assistant director, assistant
of
producer,
course.
but you're going to climb up
No,
because
don't
you're a
don't
Jew.
don't curse me like that.
Because
I'm
you're
not
a
producing
Jew.
anything.
Because you're a Jew. Just kidding. But it does help. Um,
Yeah, I don't know how much today, but yeah,
um,
in generally yes.
I don't want to scare you, but it's 100% realistic and shoot for your goals
Of course.
and don't think about it. Don't think about
No,
it.
if I think about it, I think it in a positive way, not
Yeah,
in a
that's
negative
great.
way.
That's great. Don't let anybody say, "Oh, Hollywood, you think that's you." No, I also want to be international. Not exactly Hollywood. I don't know
No,
where I'm going to be. I'm open-minded about that, but I don't think I'm going to stay here. That's why also the podcast in English. I don't know where I'm going to be, but it's very important for me to know how to speak in English very clearly.
Of course.
And I don't know in LA or what I'm going to do, but I want to be out there.
Yeah, like
Uh,
everybody.
Yeah, like everybody, and I don't think it's such a non-realistic dream. 50 to 60% of people are saying to me, "No, you should find a real job." It's not a real job being a YouTuber, a podcaster, a filmmaker, director. You can make money off
Yeah,
it.
just tell them to fuck themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
You have 7 minutes left on Discord. 26%. Also, this is the longest episode you've ever had by now. So, and Nitai wants to
No
work
way.
today.
It's 40 minutes.
No, it's been over an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nitai wants to work. By the way, he's still sitting there in the chair.
Okay. So let's wrap it up.
If you don't have any more questions, you can ask me anything.
No,
though.
I think we had enough. We had where we were going to be. It sounds like I want to get rid of him. Shoo.
We can do a part 2 if you want.
Yeah, we can do a part 2. Also-
in part 2.
With maybe more people from the group, our crew.
We should have a group podcast.
Yeah, I really want to, but Rotem doesn't want to speak in English. So maybe just exclude the Rotem.
It's gonna be a special Zionist episode.
Special science. Yeah, so really thank you for being here. I truly hope you're going to have your dream fulfilled and going to Hollywood and doing all that. And let's see, let's have you back here after the movie. Let's see what will happen.
Yeah, it
Maybe
will be interesting to say the least.
Yeah. Thank you guys. If you like this video, subscribe. He just kissed the camera because he's weird. Love you and goodbye.